Our walk today starts in the beautiful little Cumbrian village of Armathwaite on the River Eden. It's about 3 miles long, takes in the pub. We climb up into Coombs Wood, looking at the Vista sculpture, and then swinging round to the little hamlet of Longdales, and then a nice circular route back across a green lane and back into the village of Armathwaite once again. A lovely afternoon's walk. Roadside parking is available in the village. Just head up the hill past the lovely Fox and Pheasant pub. So it's heartbreaking to pass a pub at the start of the walk, but our rewards will be at the end. So anyway, we carry on and keep heading along the River Eden to Coombs Woods. After the pub, it's a nice flat start just to get the legs going and the heart warmed up before we start to climb up into Coombs Wood. Breathe in. Here we go. Well, with legs warmed up, we finally started to climb out of the valley, and we're just looking down on the River Eden, which runs right the way through eastern Cumbria, winding its way through the Eden Valley, finally goes through Carlisle and empties into the Solway, overlooking Scotland. Beautiful river, fantastic views, and some great walks along it. If you get the chance to explore this part of Cumbria, it's well worth doing. So now we reach the sculpture, the Vista by Graham Mitchelson, part of the East Cumbria Countryside Project, and a fantastic thing. It's supposed to represent clothes drying from somebody who's probably had a bathe, lovely stone boots, hat, t-shirt, even a little towel laid out on the other side. I love walking days like this. The bracken is still brown and dead, it hasn't risen, and the tree cover is still very light, so you get some great vistas, but the days are lovely and mild and long. So with the birdsong still in our ears, we reach the top of Coombs Wood, about to turn back onto the road again to start the next part of our little journey. Forestry England have also provided a car park at the top of the hill as well, but of course then you've got to fight gravity all the way back up if you go for a walk, so I prefer to do it from the lower end. Sandstone house here at Coombs Head has a date stone built into the front saying 1894, which was very helpful of the builders to put it in there. Just ahead, the turning turns off to the right to Longdales, but there's always time for a sit down on a nice sun-warmed bench, I always think.
Longdales.
So now we're just passing through the little hamlet of Longdales, lovingly cared for by the owners of the houses that are here. I love a green lane, a once busy thoroughfare, now quietly slipped into retirement. Always impressed about the ingenuity of lambs to get out of a field when they're so young, but they always seem to manage it. Anyway, these two are on their way back to their mother, back through the fence again, you'll be pleased to hear. It's definitely gorse season, plenty of yellow flowers to see us on our way down the lane here. The last of the year's hay just in the barn there, and now we're joining the road again just to walk back towards Armathwaite. It's a quiet road, but there are still vehicles around, so it's worth taking care just on this last stretch back to Armathwaite again. Now approaching a great icon of the countryside, the finger post with its black and white stripes. Some good Cumbrian names there written on its boards. If you see Thwaite in the name, it's a good sign that the village or town has had Norse origins, hinting at its heritage. Approaching one of those great bodge jobs in walls, probably only meant to last a few weeks, but I reckon it's probably been there a few decades now. So it's all downhill from here into the village. Just enjoying the last of it, and a quick hello to anybody passing. It's a very British thing, I think, to say hello as you're passing. Seems to be. Just time to take in the church, so we're just approaching via the schoolhouse here, which is dated to 1854, rather handsome sandstone building. And ahead of us is the small chapel of Christ and St. Mary. One of those wonderful places you come across, built in 1402. The chapel has a real sense of peace about it. It suffered some disrepair later, but has been beautifully restored. Arriving back at the River Eden, there's always time for a quick ice cream from the village shop. It'd be rude not to. Thanks for watching, and if you liked the video, please like and subscribe below.